Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. Today is Saturday, June 29th, and welcome to the weekend. I'm back for this Saturday slate of games in the MLB, going to be looking at 6 total plays today. We're going to start with the D-backs going up against the Athletics, and then the best play of the day will be between the Washington Nationals and the Tampa Bay Rays. We have 4 total player props, 2 game picks, and as always, the best player props will be towards the end of the video. Before we get any further, though, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel below. The support over the last couple weeks has been amazing. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm looking to stay hot going into the weekend, and we're going to get right into it. Let's break down some ball. All right, guys, let's take a look at this leaderboard from Friday. Kind of weird. I recorded at 5 o'clock before the Phillies game. Turns out Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper get hurt in the same game. Bryce Harper, on the last play of the game, running down the line of first base, looked like he pulled a hammy. Hopefully, it's nothing more major than that, but we won't be able to play Bryce Harper over 1.5 bases. I did pin something in the comments section. I am going to have to play the Philadelphia Phillies here minus 1.5. If you got it this morning, I think it was like minus 105, minus 1.5. So if you got it this morning, you got a good line. I got it minus 130, but it is what it is. I already put it in, so I am going to play it. We also have Paul Goldschmidt over 1.5 bases going up against the Cincinnati Reds as one of the graphic plays. All the best plays of the day are still in play. None of the games have started yet. We did have to take the Cardinals team total over 4.5 because Sonny Gray will not be on the mound going up against Frankie Montas and the Reds. We've got Andrew Vaughn over 1.5 bases going up against the Rockies, and then Jose Quintana over 2.5 runs going up against the Houston Astros. Again, none of those games have started. I'm looking for a 3-0 best bet day, though. Let's go over to the leaderboard. Currently 18-6 over the last 7. Game picks have been looking pretty good. Player props, we've been pushing a couple over the last couple days, but 11-4 still over the last 7. Really good. We are sitting at 33 games above 500. So again, really good. I'm hoping to stay hot going on the weekend. Hopefully we can get some 5-1 days for Saturday and Sunday, or maybe a sweep. Who knows? But we are going to start with the Oakland Athletics going up against the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Athletics have really been struggling over the last several games. They haven't been able to score a lot of runs. They're getting blown out in both of these games, especially going up against the Twins in their last series. And now looking to bounce back, though, against the Arizona Diamondbacks. They might be able to get Slade Giacone, who's going to be on the mound in this game for the Diamondbacks. But I'm going to take the Arizona Diamondbacks here. Team total over 4.5 runs, played up to 5.5 runs in this game. The Athletics are going to have Hogan Harris back on the mound, and he's probably been the best arm in that rotation this year. He's coming into this game with a 2.72 ERA, a 1.13 whip, and those numbers are pretty good this year for him. He has been in 7 games so far this year, and it was a rough start going up against the Rangers in his first start of the season back in May. But since then, he's been able to rattle off 4 of the last 6 games, keeping teams under 2 runs in those games. I'm a little bit concerned about him in this one, though, going up against the D-backs because he did struggle going up against the Twins, giving up 3 runs in that game. And if you were able to watch the Twins game, Minnesota was about a foot away from starting the game up 3-0 with no outs in the first inning. The Athletics were able to rob a home run in that game, getting out of the inning, and that's what really settled in Harris. In this game, though, I don't know if he's going to be that lucky because he's going up against the best hitting team in baseball against left-handed pitching this season. One of the big reasons I liked the Twins in the last game was because the Twins are the second best team in baseball hitting against lefties, but the D-backs, they topped them. They're hitting 280 on the season against left-handed pitching. I'm a little bit concerned as well about Slade on the other side of the D-backs, so I'm not going to take them on the spread. I'm just going to take them to put up a lot of runs, which is what they've been doing all season long going up against lefties. If you're looking for a game side, I think I would lean towards the D-backs just because the Athletics have been playing so bad. But the Arizona team total is going to be my play, over 4.5 runs. I'm going to play that up to 5.5 runs as the play there. For the player props on the screen, we're going to play both of them because I do think this is going to be a high-scoring game. Let's start with J.J. Bleday because I really didn't talk a lot about the Athletics. JJ, he's coming into this game with a 253 batting average. He's been one of the best hitters on the Athletics all season long. This is going to be a left against right matchup. That's exactly what we need in this game because JJ this season, he's hitting 262 against righties this season with 27 extra base hits. He has 16 doubles, 3 triples, 8 home runs against right-handed pitching this year. I think he's going to excel once again going up against the D-backs. Slade Giacone, he struggles on both sides of the plate pretty equally, giving up a batting average of 265 to both sides. And he has given up a total of 12 home runs this season, 5 to lefties, 7 to righties. I'm not saying JJ is going to go deep in this game. I'm just saying he's probably going to have an extra base hit because he loves hitting against righties. I'm taking JJ in this game over 1.5 bases as one of the graphic plays. For the other play is going to be Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. over 1.5 bases. We are getting a left against right matchup once again in this one. The numbers for him this season going up against left-handed hitting are some of the best in the league. He has a batting average of 345 against lefties this season, you're going to find a lot of success taking the Arizona Diamondbacks players whenever they're going up against lefties because, again, they do hit left-handed pitching the best in baseball this season. Hogan Harris is coming into this game pretty good on both sides. I did say he's one of the better arms for the Athletics all season long, but I can't ignore the 345 batting average for Gurriel in this spot. And he has collected 2+ hits in 6 of the last 8 games that he's been in. I'm taking him here. Over 1.5 base. He's been one of the best hitters on this team against lefties. So I'm going to play both of these guys, JJ and Gurriel Jr., over 1.5 bases as the 2 graphic plays there. Let's go over to the best play of the day. The Nationals going up against the Rays. Don't be surprised, people. I'm taking the Washington Nationals in this game. If you've been following the channel for a while, you know that anytime I have Jake Irvin on the mound, I typically like to take the Nationals because I feel like whenever he's out there, he's always in the game. 2 starts ago, he definitely hurt them, and it was one of his worst performances of the season. But he did bounce back in a big way in the last start going up against the Rockies. I think he's going to keep that momentum going up against the Rays here because they have not been very good hitting the ball this season. I'm taking the Nationals in this game on the first 5 money line as the play. I mentioned the poor start 2 games ago against the D-backs. He gave up 8 hits, 4 runs over 5 innings. We don't typically see Jake Irvin do that. This has been one of the more consistent pitchers in the MLB this season, having gone 8 of the last 10 games giving up 2 runs or less. And he's also gone 6 of the last 10 games giving up 1 run or less. This game is going to be all on him because over the last 10 games, he has been able to go 5+ innings in every single game. So this is just me putting all of my faith in Jake Irvin in the first 5 innings. I think he's going to be able to shut down the Rays in this one. There are only a handful of guys, if I were to take a first 5-inning play, that I would trust more on the mound than Jake Irvin in this spot. He doesn't allow a lot of traffic typically on the bases either, coming in with a 1.09 whip and a 3.13 ERA. And the Tampa Bay Rays, I said it already, they're towards the bottom of the MLB this season at putting up runs. They're 24th in baseball, scoring 4.04 runs per game. I think they're going to struggle going up against Jake here, and they're going to have Aaron Civale on the mound, who's been extremely bad this season for them. Anytime a pitcher has over a 5 ERA and double-digit starts, that's considered bad in my opinion. Aaron's coming into this game with a 5.20 ERA, a 1.35 whip, giving up 3+ runs in half of his games over the last 10. He isn't working deep in any of these games also, not making it to the 6th inning in any of his last 10 starts. Whenever teams get to Aaron, they do it early and often, and I do expect the Nationals here to get to him early. He's coming off probably his best start of the season going up against the Pirates. He only gave up 1 run in 5 innings, but he has been on a consistent trend of giving up 1 run, then giving up 4 runs, then gives up 1 run, then gives up 4 runs. We've seen that over the last 5 games. I know the Washington Nationals, guys. I know a lot of people, they don't really trust them. That's probably for good reason, but I do think this is a very good matchup for them. We've got CJ Ayers back in the lineup, Lane Thomas back in the lineup, Luis Garcia, hopefully he's hitting in the 3-hole in this game. This team, they can string together hits. I've seen it with my own eyes, especially going up against poor pitching. Give me the Nationals here on the first 5 money line as the play. For the player props on the screen, we're going to just play one. It's going to be Luis Garcia Jr. over 1.5 bases. I think Luis Garcia Jr. is my favorite player on the Nationals. I feel like he just has a lot of clutch moments that he comes through for us. He's one of our best hitters as well this season, coming in with a 257 batting average, and we have to take him here going up against right-handed pitching. He is only hitting 188 against lefties this year, but he's hitting 273 against righties with 17 extra base hits. Aaron Civale is coming into this game struggling going up against lefties, giving up a batting average of 278 with 15 extra base hits of his 40 total hits given up. I think Luis Garcia Jr. is in store for a great game here going up against the Rays. So I'm going to take him here over 1.5 bases as the last graphic play here. And hopefully the Nationals start to put him in the top 3 of the lineup. I don't know why he's going from the 5th to the 7th to the 5th to the 7th. Like, put him in the 3-hole. That's where he belongs. He's a really good hitter. I'm going to take Luis Garcia here, Jr. over 1.5 bases, though, as the play. Let's go over to the best props, though. We are going to get into these cards. We're going to start with a guy I don't think I've broken down yet on the channel. Josh Smith of the Texas Rangers over 1.5 bases going up against the O's. Josh Smith has been a stud this season for the Rangers after having a batting average of 185 and 197 over the last 2 seasons with the Rangers. He's coming in this game with a 298 batting average. He has been really good at the plate all season long, and he's coming off a game against the Orioles where he had a multi-hit game on June 27th. We are getting a friendly matchup in this spot with a left against left matchup, something I typically don't give out, and the Orioles are going to be throwing out Cade Povich. He's a rookie this year for them, and he's been decent so far in his first 4 games. He's given up 10 runs on 18 hits, but he really struggles with his control, having 10 total walks in his 4 games. We don't have a lot of numbers to go off for Cade, but he does struggle more against left-handed hitters than righties so far this season, giving up a batting average of 250 to the left-handed side. So that's one of the big reasons why I like Josh Smith. The other one is because he's hitting 323 against lefties this year, and with the way Cade's been struggling with his control this season for the Orioles, I think he's going to leave a cookie over the plate for Josh Smith, who has been very good over the last 10 games at the plate. I'm taking Josh Smith here over 1.5 bases as the play there. For the pitching prop today, we're going to take Tanner Hoke over 2.5 runs allowed going up against the Padres. You can call this a friskier play, I guess you can say, because Tanner this season, he's been really good. This one actually might come out at over 1.5. He's coming in with a 2.18 ERA, a 0.97 whip. He is a Cy Young candidate currently. He's been a pretty good, reliable arm for the Boston Red Sox all season long. There are a couple reasons, though, why I think Tanner's going to struggle in this game and go over his runs. I've already touched on one of them the last time I talked about him. The Boston Red Sox, they leave him out there too long. He went 109 pitches against the Blue Jays in one of those two starts over the last two games. That led to a solo home run on the 108th pitch, and it would have cost him the over 2.5 earned runs, but there was an error in the field early in the game, so it didn't count toward his earned runs. But we have seen the Boston Red Sox leave him out there too long whenever he definitely doesn't have his stuff anymore. I don't know if he's going to stay out there very long in this game, though, because another reason why I love him to go over his total runs is because the Padres this season, they're the best hitting team in baseball against right-handed pitching, and it's not by a little bit. The Padres have a batting average of 275 as a team going up against right-handed pitching. The next closest team, the Houston Astros, with a 263 batting average. So the Padres are by far the best hitting team against righties. I also think Tanner's been struggling over the last couple games. Even though he has only given up a total of 11 runs over the last 4, the opponents he's been going up against over the last 4 have been cupcake matchups. Blue Jays twice and the White Sox in one of those games. He gave up 2+ runs in all of those games. I think the Padres are going to jump on him early. Give me the over 2.5 runs. Might be over 1.5 runs as the best pitching prop of the day. Let's go over to the recap graphic here. We're going to play the D-backs. Team total over 4.5. I'm going to play that up to 5.5 going up against the A's. We've got J.J. Bleday, left, first, right matchup over 1.5 bases going up against the D-backs. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. over 1.5 bases going up against the Oakland Athletics. Then we have Luis Garcia Jr. over 1.5 bases going up against the Tampa Bay Rays and Aaron Savali. We're taking the Nats. My team, first 5 on the money line. That'll probably be plus money. Going up against the Tampa Bay Rays in that game. Then we have Tanner Hoke over 2.5 runs, a little frisky. That one might be over 1.5, but the Padres this season, they hit right-handed pitching very well, and Tanner's been struggling over the last couple games. So I'm going to take that over. Total runs allowed there. Then Josh Smith, been extra hot at the plate, over 1.5 bases going up against Cade Povich, who has had trouble with his command this season. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB picks and props for Saturday, June 29th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.